I'm your host Annie, and we continue our journey throughout New York to search for the top eateries, top-rated eateries in New York. And right behind me is Shanghai U Garden. It's located in Queens, New York, and it's Shanghai food that we're going for. Now, based on all the reviews, a lot of patrons like you and I really have it highly rated. So let's try it. Now, I always like dining in. However, there's a tiny little window that's good for takeout. So if you're on the run and you don't want to even go in and dine, that's the best place to go. Just order through the window, pick up, and without even entering the premises, just exit. We're not ordering out. This is to order out their menus and their little window, so you don't even have to go in the restaurant. But we're dining in. As you can see, they have a special here. That's the Peking Duck. That's $2 a piece. And they have a display here to entice you as well. So, ready? Let's do this, guys. All right. Grab the menu, please. Thank you. Shanghai U Garden. Let's go. Hi, 3 please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is our table. Have a seat. Now we can see because of COVID, they have added special features like partitions in between each cubicle. So it's a safer environment, even though it's cramped at certain times during dinner time. However, because of these features, it does give you a little bit more sense of security. The special spare ribs with garlic sauce, and it's by piece. So I ordered 1 piece just to taste. There you go. This is what it looks like. Yeah, that'd be great. Then in the far back over here, we have our noodles. That's our kids' favorite, my kids' favorite, which is the Shanghai pan-fried udon noodle. So this is what we have. And basically, there's tiny bits of pork and bok choy from within, very little. But for the most part, it's the udon noodles. And then, of course, this is the Peking Duck. Now, you guys can start eating. And on the far back is our special. It's their promotion. It's an order of pork soup dumplings that's within here. So we keep the cap on just to keep it warm. So this is what we have. This is authentic Shanghai pork soup dumplings. My food is here already. Now the first one we have that's here is the Peking Duck. We have ordered 2 pieces. I am going to be very full, so all of my children will be having it. So let me show you what's a Peking Duck piece in here. Within the bamboo is the Peking Duck. So we have 2 pieces here. I'll show you. It's crispy skin basically, with a little bit of hoisin sauce, a little bit of ginger, and some cucumbers in breading, soft sweet breading. So we have 2 pieces here. They're at $2 a piece. They have a special. Last item that I ordered is the soup-filled bun with crab meat and abalone. It's the cutest thing. It's in a tiny little bamboo container. Here we go. It does give you a little warning that it's caution that it's hot, because the soup inside is hot. So you get 1 little dumpling. Well, pretty big for 1 person. And they also give you a straw for your soup. I am so excited to be eating Shanghainese cuisine again. This was the pick for this Friday for my children. So they had a taste for, of course, their noodles and their rice cakes, and of course their Xiao Long Bao, which is the soup dumplings again. However, today I have an exquisite one, which is unique here. It's unique in that the filling is different from the regular pork dumplings. This one is filled with crab meat and abalone. Now this is huge. It can be definitely shared, but it's kind of difficult to share it and cut it because all the soup within will just pop out. In fact, there's so much soup that they expect that's inside that it's super hot within. They have a sign for you that warns you in English and also written in Chinese to warn you that it's super hot inside. And they give you a straw so you can slurp your soup, every last drop of it. Now I am so ready because this is so colorful and looks so delicious. And it's just the smell of everything else, including my ribs. Oh my goodness, I have to show you my ribs too. I ordered only 1 piece because I know it's deep fried and so greasy. However, this one will definitely hit the spot. I just ordered 1 piece for tasting. However, it's already a lot of food for the 3 of us. So thank you for joining me again. I am about to dive in. Now, my little soup spoon is not going to be able to collect all of the soup in here. I'm wondering if I should transfer it into my little dish to get every last drop of it. So let's give it a try. Goodness, it's nestled within, and definitely, if I transfer it, if I puncture it, it's gonna go right through my bamboo slot. So I'm transferring it to my little bowl, to my tiny bowl here that they provide. So it's an adventure for me to have something of this size. Even just 1, I think, is enough for my dinner. But I am very excited. It has been, because I've been filming, it has cooled down a little bit, so I'm not afraid of burning my tongue. But this one is huge. I'm ready to dive in. I was like, as usual, I like to puncture the top and then slurp all the soup and then taste it. A bite at a time, a little bit at a time, but I know it's going to be hard to master. Now this makes it non-stick, but I'm trying to attempt not to puncture it until I'm ready to enjoy it. So let's slide it through gently and maneuver around it now. It's an adventure. Enjoying it. So here we go. Isn't this perfect? Perfect. I didn't puncture it yet. Now if I want to, you see that? Just puncture it and all of it is gushing out. All the soups, all the soups are just oozing out. So aren't you glad I told you to put it in a bowl? Or you're going to lose all this savory soup. So I continue to puncture it. Or Since they gave me a straw, they gave it to me for a reason. With caution, definitely. I'm slurping it. Have you ever had soup dumpling like this? From a straw, slurping it. Huh? I make my own rules when I eat. Oh, the warm soup is so sweet. You can taste the crab meat. It's oh so delicious. It's amazing. So good. Look how much soup is coming out from this little dumpling. It's a 3-inch wide in circumference dumpling. Amazing. So full of and then after you've mastered slurping all of it, then it's time to eat it. So good. Okay, let's eat. Let's eat. Now sometimes I add vinegar, but today I want to have the taste of it. I want to enjoy the taste of it and try the crab by itself without anything else. So that's good. Oh my goodness, it's hollow. Hollow, hollow. I'll show you. It's all full of soup. Now it's minced meat inside with crab. All minced inside, flavored, well flavored. You don't need anything else to supplement it. It's good as is. So delicious. And today my server happened to be, her name happened to be Anna too. Isn't that ironic? Same as me, same name. Attempting to eat this is a skill in itself, because not only are you puncturing with your chopsticks and now it's continuously leaking in your bowl. It's trying to take manageable bites too. So delicious. Amazing. It's so good. Look at that. This is full. Still so much soup in here. So much. I might need to get my straw out again and slurp the rest. I just bit into an abalone in there. One piece, whole piece inside. Oh my goodness. And it's only $7 for that, for the crab meat, and for the craft. The crafting of it. Oh my goodness. It's so worth it. After trying the giant soup dumplings, of course, I'm going for the little guy. This is the plain pork dumplings now. As I've told you before, you slowly pick it off so that you don't puncture the soup from within, and you place it on your bowl, or you place it more like on your soup spoon, since it's small enough to fit within. Now, perfect fit. So now if you do accidentally bite and puncture it, your soup spoon will capture all that soup. It doesn't get wasted. Nothing gets wasted here. So let's try their soup dumplings, their pork soup dumplings. Okay? As usual, pork, and the soup within is full. So the magic is to slurp it first, since there's no straw normally for these small dumplings. You just slurp it, but be careful not to burn your tongue. Okay? It's almost like giving your dumplings a light kiss. A little bit of suction does it, right? And now if you want to add vinegar to it, you can add to make it a little bit tanginess, but they are so flavored here, so you really don't need it. And you see, there's some soup that's punctured through already, so you can slurp it at the end. And if you can't master it in one bite, you can break it apart within your own soup spoon. It's so good. Thank you. It's amazing how delicate the skin is. But yet as you're slowly lifting it, it hasn't punctured. That's a skill. I hope next time you stop by here and try it. Try it. See if you can master that skill too. That is the rice cake with shredded pork and preserved vegetables. I'm about to try the rice cake with shredded pork and preserved vegetables. Now the entire platter looks like this, but these dishes are meant to be shared amongst friends and family. And this is my portion. I always love my rice cakes. This is my favorite. You have a lot of greens and you have a little bit of protein. And it's not as greasy, not as fattening as some of the other dishes. This is my favorite. It's perfectly flavored. And the preserved vegetables is perfectly salted too. It's so good. The rice cake, I always love my rice cakes. You can't order it and bring it home. You can, however, it'll be clustered like this, all in one clump. Like 50 pieces all stuck together. It's almost like pasta. You have to, it's so much better eating it in-house. Like they call it al dente. It still has chewiness, so it's not sogginess when you're eating it in the restaurant. So delicious. So our servers here are wonderful. Now at Shanghai New Garden, if you speak English, it's fine because everything is self-explanatory. Even if you don't speak the language, even if you don't speak Mandarin, which is the language of Shanghai, it's okay. Your servers here understand English, and also your entire menu is point and order, and there's a translation in Chinese, in English, and the price. So self-explanatory. You already see visually what you're going to get. So if you're hungry, everything looks good, huh? Just like me, just like our kids. When we were hungry, we ordered everything, and now we have an entire list of food and a table full of food. Well, whatever you can't finish, it's always best to bring it home. And you can try it at night, leftovers, it's always good. Thank you always for watching and joining me. Cheers. The chef special, which is grandma style braised pork, and it comes in a tiny portion, which is looks like this. It looks great. It smells great too. So we keep the cap on to keep it warm. I always have the noodles, so I just let the kids try the Udon noodles, which I've done before in other Shanghainese restaurants. So here I am about to try their grandma style braised pork. So this is exquisite. This is a tiny little portion that they have. And this is what it looks like. I can see already and smell that this is so delicious. It's like marinated. I'm about to try this. I kept the cap in just to keep it warm, so now I'm ready to try it. As my kids are indulging in their pastas, their rice cakes, and their noodles, I always go for the soup dumplings and their authentic dishes. So, here we go. This is what I'm about to try. Amazing, right? Layers of pork and layers of fat. Of course, I don't eat the fat, but to each its own. You can have the whole piece in one bite. It's your choice. So. And what's cute is they have these little eggs supplement. It's so cute. I have 2 pieces. I think I have 2 pieces and that's about it. Because I still have other plates to try. Amazing, it looks great. It looks great, it smells great. But I'm gonna keep the cap on to keep it warm. You can ask your servers to keep the cap on just to keep it warm so that when you're ready to eat, it stays warm, especially since it's cold here in New York right now. And if you're sitting by the door, you get an entire breeze coming in every time someone comes in. It is predominantly a soy sauce based marinade, so not anything different or weird. It's very delicious. It's amazing. And I ordered this piece too. This is my indulgence for today. As I'm tapping on it, you know it is so crispy. So crispy. Oh my goodness. I ordered only 1 piece because I know there's just so much food I have already. So I'm going for it. I like my burnt ends. You guys know me by now. Between steak, ribs, anything, burnt ends. Crispy. It's sweet. A little bit of spice. Very little. Very bearable. But that little kick to it makes a difference. Sweet, savory, all in one bite. Amazing. It's so good. And deep fried too. Who doesn't like anything deep fried? This is amazing. I'm about to try. This is the braised pork. See the marinade? It's glistening. It's amazing. But I know it's layered in fat, so I'm going to try to strategically eat around it. It's like me eating bacon. I strategically eat around it, just the pork. That's just the way I like it. You can taste the soy sauce. You can taste the herbs and spices. And I know that it takes a long time to marinate because the pork is so tender. For pork to be tender, it takes a while to marinate, and this definitely is amazing. It's good. It's so good. Oh, the rest of the fat I'm not eating. You know that. You know me, I pick around my food. It's just like bacon. This one too. I go layer by layer. I'm not playing with my food though. I'm just going layer by layer, and I'm just avoiding the fat, the excess fat. Oh, it's so good. So tender. The meat is so tender. So flavorful. It's like soaked in. It doesn't have to be soaked in gravy and sauce. It's already in within the meat. That's when you know it's been marinated for such a long time. I'm just flipping it around, looking for the burnt pieces, the burnt ends. It's sweet too. So amazing. Tiny little piece. As always, I always wish you guys were here to keep me company. Even if it's virtually, I thank you all for watching and being my fan. Okay, this is going to be leftovers. It's just too much. And they also offer dessert. Let me show you what they have. It's a sweet broth with rice, little dates, and little swizzle of like egg. It's all swizzled within, and it's sweet. It's delicious. It's a delicious finish to a wonderful dinner. And this is included with every meal. I'm going for my dessert, so they gave us a huge bowl. Oh, I see rice balls inside. This is what I see. Okay. Alright, let's see what's inside. So, there you go. These are like mochi balls. No filling, it's just rice balls. Okay? It's chewy. And then what else inside? Goji berries. This is of course goji berries. These little orange pieces are goji berries. And they swizzle in the egg. And I see rice inside too. I see egg and rice inside, and it's basically, it's a sweet, syrupy consistency. So let's give it a try. It's almost like when you try egg drop soup in a Chinese takeout restaurant. That's what it's like. Goji berries try. Nice and warm. Perfect. And this is the universal dessert for all their patrons. At the end of your meal, everyone gets a bowl. It's delicious. Amazing. I'd like to thank all the chefs at Shanghai U Garden and all my servers here who have made this visit so wonderful. Thank you, Chen. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. This is so cute. He's like, does it help him? Okay. Let's go, guys. This is their delivery section. Order out. Okay. As you can see, the dining within is non-stop, and also this delivery line and this order takeout line is continuously forming outside, even though it's a cold winter night in New York. So you know that the food here is absolutely highly rated by patrons like you and I, and it's definitely confirmed delicious. So I hope when you're in the Queens area, you do stop by. We hear the overhead of the planes that are coming in from LaGuardia. So those of you flying in from JFK up there, up on the south side or on the north side, LaGuardia, I hope it's so close by. I hope you guys do make a stop here as you're visiting and touring New York. This is another top location for authentic Shanghai cuisine. Thank you so much for joining me. I continue to serve you and bring you to the top locations in New York. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.